following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Good evening, Night City! It's Ultimate Max here again, bringing you the results for today's Death Lottery, sitting at 15. Oh, all those of you who have been betting on the average got fucked! Thanks to a tight Max-Tech lockdown in the new construction areas in Watson. Ha ha ha! You win some, you lose some, fellas. You win some, you lose some. Police activity is really high across the town, and the manhunt for Rogers and Burghsend continues to yield no results. It's almost like we should stop persecuting someone who's been charged with 0 crimes. The combat zones are looking spicy today. Pushed out of the civilized areas, it looks like everyone's pulled up south of the hot zone to exchange lead that would normally be flying around your ears. In other news, radiation seepage from the hot zone continues to run unchecked. Night City Council Corporation's official response: we don't have the money right now. Look out for your taxes to increase, folks, because of course, we all pay him. This is Ultimate Max taking it ultimately to the max. And now, a fine track from Diamond Geezer. We don't need no corporations. We don't need no corporations. You hear that coming from somewhere as you wake up.
Is this the first time I've woken up?
Yes. You feel awful.
Where am I?
Were you expecting an answer?
No. Trying to clear my head and clear my eyes so I can get a good view of what's going on around me.
You are in a clinic ward. 17 other people are lined up in recliner bed podules. Probes up their asses, just like you. Probes in their noses, just like you. Tubes going everywhere. You can hear the expensive sound of a machine that goes ping. You look up overhead at the dim night lighting. His eyes do not disturb the sleep of the patient. By the door to the room, a bored-looking guard is flicking through things on his agent. His back tilted away from you, sitting at like a little desk. He's just being paid to be there. He's checking his phone.
No,
There's nothing on his phone, and he wants there to be. Anything to break the monotony. But the patients are coughing and wheezing around you. Your chart is hanging there off the end of the bed.
Without moving around too much because of the tubes and everything, I'll just sort of look around and see other...
Your manual link has been connected to a thing.
or something. Okay, that's going to take my interest first. Can I identify what it's been connected to?
Looks like it's plugged into your bed. Probably so it can access your biomon.
Is my cyber deck still there?
It's in your arm.
Yeah, but they sort of haven't removed it in some way.
It appears to be there. Not that you can really check that without a tech check. It's technically a cyber tech check.
Not yet, not yet. And the people immediately to my left and right are asleep?
Somewhat. Yeah, they appear to be. You can't really tell.
In a quiet-ish voice so that I don't disturb anyone who might be sleeping, I will call out to the guard. Hey. Guard.
Holy shit. You're not supposed to be awake.
Where am I?
Hey, he woke up. What? Yeah, how am I supposed to do that without killing him? Time's up. Turns back around. Okay. Just, stay put. Beep! The emergency call button.
He does appear to be...
Feet clattering. Dr. says, hey, he woke up. He needs to be asleep again. Certainly. Beep, 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 beep. The tubes begin administering a sedative. Resist torture drugs.
Flashes to skills. Now I've rolled a 4, and I believe they're allowed. That is a fail.
You pass into sleep.
Okay. I will remember that maybe I don't like where I am, and I might try something next time I wake up. I'm going to try to anyway. Who knows what drugs they just dosed me with.
Good morning, Night City! This is Ultimate Max, and the sun has come up on another day, and you're in it! Ha ha ha! You stupid bastard! What do you want to do that for? Oh my god, you're still here. And you know what else is still here? The bozos! The bozos drink right after Max Tech left, and it was the least hilarious thing, except to them. You ever been stuck in an elevator slowly filling with water? Some people have. The death lottery looks like it's got an early bump today. Get your numbers in, guys! Get your numbers in! Pacifica Playground looks like they've had to shut down their new Ferris wheel due to it being stolen! Oh, how does that even happen? Let's hope the investigators can find out, because the corporations that sponsor your fun aren't gonna want to pay for another one of those anytime soon. This has been Ultimate Max, and it's your aggravating morning! You hear that from somewhere.
I'm going to slowly open my eyes just a little bit and take a quick gander at my surroundings.
The patient to your left appears to be different now.
Guard still at a post?
It is a different guy, but he is equally bored.
Interesting, and no other major changes to how I'm restrained or...
No. It doesn't seem that way.
I want to look for security features in the room, like cameras. Maybe I can assess the doors, things like that, windows. Is it like a security tech roll, maybe?
Perception check.
14 plus 23.
Yes, easy. Very easy. There is not a camera.
Camera. What about the doors? Do they look like
They look like
security
clinic
doors?
doors. They've got basic locks on them, but they're not like... You're not in a jail.
Okay.
It does briefly occur to you that perhaps they don't need cameras when everyone in the room is hooked up to a biomon.
I'm a little concerned. They obviously... I'm in a clinic, so they could be trying to help me. But it doesn't make sense why they would point a gun at me until I was actually, instead of just saying you were here for treatment. Blah, blah, blah. So I need to find out. I want to wait until specifically the board guard's looking at his agent or doing something that's taking his attention away from me.
Pretty soon he's looking at porn.
Of course. And I'll use my feats to try and get my records and sneak them up to me in a stealthy and concealing-y kind of way. Should be 26.
You're cheap. You're cheap.
Yeah.
That number's too good.
I
You are rolling a d10, right?
I'm supposed to be rolling a d10.
We roll d10s for this game.
I had something I had ignore that other one. And I failed the first check I made, so that doesn't matter. There we go.
You cheating motherfucker.
I didn't know, 17.
You didn't know?
I forgot that this was a D10 system. Well, sort of. I'm so used to rolling the 20. 17.
Yeah, you fumble it on up to you loudly. Every noise sounds like a huge clatter to you.
What am I trying to be stealthy?
You realise your fancy clothes have been taken from you when you're wearing a clinic smock.
And of course, a quick little pat down reveals none of my guns.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't have pockets.
Yeah, they were put in the wood chipper.
They're not made of wood.
Wood chipper doesn't care. Wood chipper's a character.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I want to, again, wait until he's watching porn if he ever stops.
Once set it off and it will never stop. Come join the Dance of Destruction.
And I wish to read my notes. First for the plain...
Give me a security tech to break open that pad.
I don't know why for some reason I thought it would just be pen and paper. That's dumb. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Security tech 9, so I get 12.
Exact DV I wanted. Which unfortunately means you fail.
We got
You have to beat the DVs in the system.
Right.
You might have time to try again, but who can tell?
Yeah, I might give it another crack. That was a pretty bad roll. I hope that I have time to do this and read
Okay.
it. It's much better. I'm 4
You
up.
did roll a d10, right?
Yes. I'm 4 up on what I was before. So.
I see. Okay, patient. Hargraves, Edward. A mild case of radiation poisoning. Name flagged by executive. Sedate and hold for extraction.
Does it list a corporation or an entity? Who is this?
It's just a medical check.
Mild dose of radiation. Does it have a date?
Yes. It's it's 2041-ish.
But not like a day. I don't need to give me the day and the month. But then once I figure out what day it is today, I can compare. How long.
Looks like you've been in the bag for about a day.
About a day. Okay.
Would have been half a day, but you fucked up.
That's alright.
You fucked up several times in a row.
I think I probably don't have too much time to get out of here before this extraction. And it doesn't sound like something I want to be here for. And either they've dealt with my mild case of radiation, or I will get it dealt with somewhere else. I just need to figure out how to get out of here. First is getting past the guard. And hopefully disabling him so I can have his gun. I'm plugged into the bed. So let's see if it has architecture. See if I can get into any of the clinic systems from here. Or at least even just the bed. Interface?
You can try.
Is my cable long enough I could reach a port?
So you are detaching your cable from
even
the
that
biomon.
That's also sus. They probably know, unless they haven't had enough time, they might know I'm a Netrunner. But if they haven't had time or they weren't suspicious...
Not everyone has neural link cables. All Netrunners do.
Yeah, that's true. We can assume from that. I'm just going to have to try and interface with my one.
Well, sometimes solos do.
Yeah,
To
that's
interface
true.
with their smart guns.
Yeah, I'm going to try and interface with my biomon thing.
Go.
Do we have like hero points? No, we have luck,
You
don't we?
have luck. And you have to spend luck.
What's the DV on this? Am I allowed to know?
There isn't one.
Oh.
Because you can just jack in. It doesn't need a roll.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
You dipshit.
This one it wasn't for anything.
Right. The first thing that happens is the computer goes beep.
I believe I might have triggered some kind of
Right,
security
Mr. Expert
process.
Netrunner. Now you have learned a thing. So here you are in the interface. Yeah, here you are. You're jacked in.
Right. Just double checking the. If I suspect I may have just set off something by interfacing with it. What would I use to check that? To see if I've triggered something or if I can
You can't.
suppress it. I can't.
You
okay.
need to get to the part of the elevator that might have that
Right.
node in it.
In that case, we'll go to the next level.
So you go into the first level. Right, so, yeah, you're lying there and before you materializes a file.
I believe that.
Deviate.
Deviate, and that's ID. So I just roll interface.
Good. Use up one of your actions now to ID it.
Yeah. If I went past, I wouldn't be able to, right?
This file is a log file for the chair. It just lists all the things that it's been doing.
Okay.
It's just a log file.
Can I roll to check? Maybe not how or how successful or whatever, but if it's been treating my radiation.
You want to read the thing that's going to consume the remainder of your turn.
It's just log file.
Remember, every round is 3 seconds.
Rounds 3 seconds.
You get 3 net actions in place of your meat action.
Yeah. If it's a log file, would it have the information on like any security things it's pinged or that I've triggered?
No.
So it's just the basic functions. I think I'll ignore it and go to the next level.
Hellhound.
Nice.
Metal wolf surrounded in fire growls at you as you enter. It enters the initiative queue at the top.
Right, what I was how I did it was before I go down, I would activate flak, and then the next attack would be.
Okay. 6 and 9.
Your interface plus the
It's
program
a black
attack.
ice attack plus 1d10 versus your interface plus a d10.
Okay. I have put up a 10.
I have put up an 11. Cool.
So it becomes a successful hit.
I'm 6 1. So that's 8 damage into your meat. Your brain. Straight into your brain. Actually, I'm just going to set up the
I might actually just fire off the banhammer. Attack 2. Double check. I think that just goes into
And
so
that's,
my interface plus the program attack. So 7 plus a D10.
D10 plus defense. Its defense is 2, so. 0. You
11.
you can't miss unless you rolled a 1 and then bump to bump to bump.
Yeah, I get it. 3d6.
3d6.
6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Start of the next round, I'm going to whomp into you. 8 plus 6.
Ooh. So I've got to beat 14.
Mm-hmm.
I get to 11.
Whoop bump.
Womp womp.
13 damage to your brain meat.
Oh, that one hurts.
Yeah. What is it? A 6, a 2, and a 5.
Jesus.
Man, hellhounds are dangerous.
Hmm.
Can't wait to use a bigger thing.
Each round, my programs come back effectively, right? My attacks.
Some of them are listed as like you can only use this once per run.
Right,
but,
right.
yeah, I believe it's per turn that they come back, and a turn is the length of everyone's rounds.
Right. So it'd be different depending on how many people.
So effectively, it's 3 seconds. A round is 3 seconds, and a turn is 3 seconds ish.
Yeah. Just give or take.
Little bit, usually just a skosh longer, but yes. So right.
In that case, I will attempt to mop it up.
Really, hellhounds can only do one thing. Wow, that's fucking lame.
They are like one of the more basic black ice.
Oh, by the way, sorry. When you took that damage, your clothing and your cyber deck, they set on fire.
I might have just achieved my result I was looking for.
Oh, actually, I'm being bad. It does 2d6 damage to the Netrunner's brain, not 3d6. So you can have 6 back because I cheated.
I will gratefully accept this.
And the first time as well, you can have 6 back because I cheated. That was bad. But then what it does is you're not insulated, so your cyber deck catches fire along with your clothing until you spend a meat action to put yourself out, and you take 2 damage to your HP whenever you end your turn.
Right.
But this effect cannot stack.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to pad out the fire.
Yeah, it's best to take the damage and finish it off first, right?
Yeah.
At this point, you're
fire
so
the
far.
banhammer, and I wonder if I can use the fire for my targeted goal instead of making it further into
You're
this
right,
network.
I need to roll the perception of the guard. Icky! Well, it only...
Graves burns to death waiting for this dipshit guard to notice he's on
He's
fire.
really into that porn. It's like there's like Linda Lovelace and a dog.
Well, the fire will hopefully get worse. Yeah. Banhammer.
Go ahead.
Sweet. That will be 16
Oh, it's gone. Sunshine.
to hit. Well, I might do 3 damage.
It goes. Yeah, go ahead.
You never know. 2, so 6, 10.
Breaks into triangles and settles on the floor.
I still have 2 net actions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take any damage to the end of that.
You actually also now cannot use a meat action because you've used one net action.
Yeah. So, I would like to go down another level.
Okay.
May as well.
Control node.
Ooh, that's what I'm kind of looking for. I believe.
DV. Where's the DV for my control node? It's in here somewhere.
Operating something attached to control requires a separate net action after the control check is made. So I attempt to establish control first.
Control node is DV10.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good. 14.
Remember, if you roll a 10, that's a crit, and you roll again.
Oh, and add again. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
And
remember
if you
that.
roll a 1, that's a bad.
And you
It's
roll
a fumble,
again
and you
and
roll
take
again
away.
and take it away.
Right, that's what happened
Now they
before.
don't chain. If you roll a 10 and you roll another 10, you don't get to keep rolling 10s forever. They don't chain.
So yes, I've achieved control of the node.
This node controls the biomonitor.
And the bed as well, or is this like a whole thing?
There's the whole thing. Like, it controls the alarms, it controls the automated medication, it controls the connected signal, controls the feedback into the central comp. It controls that.
Well, I'm on fire, so my ability to stealthily escape is diminished. Unless I put myself out before the guard notices, but he probably knows me jangling around putting myself out. I think I would like to use my last net action to use the control node to disable any alarms or security features attached to the file.
There aren't any.
Oh, okay. In that case...
What there is a report function that reports to the central computer that will let it know if someone's unplugged. It's because it's got to alert nurses and that if someone's heart rate goes flat, sort of thing.
But does it ping...
You can turn that off.
I think I'm going to do that.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. That's an action. So you have control of the node. You can do it.
Excellent.
You just do it. That's good. Yep, you've done that.
And I believe I will take 2 damage, and that would be my turn.
Take 2 damage. I'm assuming in the next meat action you put yourself out.
Yeah, if he doesn't
Don't have to
notice...
make any checks to do that, but I want a stealth check to see if you can do it quiet.
Excellent. Ooh, okay, well, I'm rolling again, and not for a good reason. So I start at -9.
No, okay, look, I rolled a 10, and then I rolled a 3. He knows you're being a silly bugger.
Yeah.
He turns around and he's like, "What? Hey!" And he gets up.
I wish to keep trying to pat myself out.
No, you just do.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Oh, okay. I wish to be, I need to act like... Well, I guess I am in pain. I was just on fire. I don't know if I need to act in that case. So I want to play it out like I don't know why I'm on fire. And I'll just start yelling, like, what happened?
Oh, shit. What the hell? Beep! Oh, fuck. Bunch of doctors come in. They're like, what's going on? This guy's awake again. Oh my god, he's on fire. What have you been doing to him? Put that thing down. Hey, we have to keep him on ice. Look, I'm still a doctor. And this man's been burned by something suspicious. Look at you. You're not supposed to say that out loud. Get out of my way. He's not going anywhere. We have to treat this man for his damage now. They put you down. Sedative. Fuck. Resist torture drugs.
I would like to succeed at this one. What's the DV?
On this round, it is... where is it? Where is it this time? It is... 18. I know it was more last time, but it is 18 this time.
I'm going to spend 6 points of luck. So I will go down to 2 luck.
Okay.
I would like to resist this.
Okay. He's resisting. I better double up the dose. Motherfucker. What, are you pretending it
Yes.
worked? Okay.
I wish to play out like it works.
Okay. So, then they begin to invasively and painfully treat your brain damage.
What do we start?
And it's almost like some kind of... Looks like some kind of netrunner's tried to kill him. Looks like God again. I don't know anything about net running. You know what? You know, your boss knows our agreement, right? Resist torture drugs? Well, you did just get a bunch of painkiller shot into you, so this will be easier. Well, let's call it a 13.
Okay. Yeah, well, I get 17.
Oh, well, what are you crying about?
I'm good.
You put up with the painful and invasive treatments. They inject, like, nanoviruses into you and that to shore up the damage and...
Lovely. Does this restore any hit points?
Yes, it does. I'm trying to work out how
yeah, of course.
many that does. Okay, so it's that. Oh, double 6, you jammy bugger.
Back up to max then.
You jammy bastard. Okay. Now, I believe that actually comes back over the next hour.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it at what it was before.
There. Whatever happened to him. He's not going to wake up again, is he? So long as none of your people try to set him on fire or burn his brain out, then no. Pumped him full of enough drug to put down a person. Alright. God watches you hawkishly for the next hour or so. And eventually he gets back to it and he's just like...
I'll give him.
Yes, cyber chicks.
I'll give him
Ooh,
another.
cyber chicks with cyber dicks. Nice.
Give him 15 minutes
Alright.
before I make any moves. After that, I should just stealthily. Oh, hang on.
Stealth check. You're still jacked in.
Yeah.
You never jacked out.
That's true. I am
So,
still
you
there.
know, when it's sending signals to the biomon that it's like, well, it was doing this. I'm just giving you this one. Well, it was sending signals that it's like, oh, I need to display on the screen that the sedative has not worked and you're still conscious. You're just like, because you turned off the reporting
It
function,
doesn't tell
it's
them
just
that.
reporting what the last information was, which was that you were unconscious, right?
Excellent.
So they look at the, yes, of course, his bluff works perfectly because the biomon says.
Excellent.
Never mind that we suspect he's been attacked by a netrunner and therefore our system might be compromised. We're too dumb. We're focused on our doctoring job. We're not dumb. We're focused on that. Our other considerations are for other people.
This is clearly a fully legitimate clinic with some shady arrangements, but most would, I imagine.
It is actually a legitimate clinic.
I'm wondering what else I could... Was there more left to the architecture in the biomon?
No, that's it for the bed.
Okay.
The only other thing there is this control node is the bottom of the architecture. And this control node is the thing that feeds back into the main computer.
Okay.
Now, as a netrunner, you would know that if you entered the main architecture, and if there is a demon running it, it instantly knows you're there, and why would it not tell a human someone's breaking into the architecture?
So it would be... And with this being, looks like a reasonably high-end clinic.
You suspect this might be Central Clinic.
Yeah, no, I'm not going into their main
You can't
architecture.
afford to make enemies here.
Yeah. Can't afford to stealthily break into their system. That would cost a lot, too.
You would imagine that given that the system is also responsible for guarding large amounts of chemicals and drugs on that they might have like a pretty good net architecture with a pretty heavy demon in it.
This would be a big job to take down if someone were
I mean,
to try.
you think you could do it, but with no support, and it would know you're there,
No.
maybe like a nice disposable vector around to shield you from incoming bullets while you're doing your job would be a healthy thing to have.
Well, the Victor we could...
Or even a
brute force
Roger,
it.
he's like part solo.
Yeah. And, it's, good at stopping bullets.
It's my charisma.
Yes, I wish to stealthily disconnect and also do the proper exit from my...
Yep,
from the
that's
mobile.
an action. You are fully in the meat world.
Yep.
You feel less powerful and soy. Well,
Yeah.
more soy, less powerful.
I'm a ghost in the city of night.